What's going on, everybody? It is Big L here, and I'm bringing you our Week 3 team builder for the WPF. This week, we are playing Coach beereal and the Atlanta Beedrilles. He's also 2-0 to start the season, and this is the WPF Gyarados League match of the week since we're playing for first place in our division. Things are going really well for us so far this season. And we'll just go take a look at his team. So if you look here, his team is Mew, Regieleki, Pelipper, Mega Swampert, Goodra, Gallade, Cryogonal, Klefki, Kartana, Zoroark, and Dubwool. And yep, 2 weeks in a row we get to play a weather team. Last week was sun. This week is rain. So we get to have the fun task of trying to slow down Mega Swampert, just like we had with Mega Venusaur last week. First looks, Regieleki is really threatening, but I think we have some ways to work around it. It's just super fast and can hit things super hard. Mew is always an issue, just because you never know what it's going to do. It could bring a baton pass set, it could bring a hyper offensive set, it could also bring a really bulky set that just makes it really hard to break. Pelipper and Swampert, you know Pelipper's going to come in, he's going to set the rain, and Swampert's going to try to come in and abuse it with that Swift Swim ability and just hit things really hard with Stab Water and Stab Ground. Goodra, another mon that can be a really tough wall to break, can also be a threat offensively if you don't prep for it. Gallade, Psychic and Fighting is a very good dual offensive typing. Can get up Swords Dance with that Life Orb set. And even if you got something outspeeded, it gets good priority and moves like Shadow Sneak. It can also run a bulk up set to make itself bulkier. Cryogonal is one of my favorite low tier draft mons. It's a guy. It's really fast, really good special wall. It can also rapid spin, and it gets recover, so it can recover for itself. Losing hidden power hurt it because it doesn't really have a way to deal with steel types all that well. But overall, if a mon that if you underestimate it, it can really run through you. Klefki, another great prankster user. I know we had to face Grimmsnarl last week. This week we get to face the Keys. Great mon to use prankster and set up those screens, spread Thunderwave throughout a team. Can also get up a few combines and really tear through a team with Draining Kiss, keeping itself healthy. Kartana, another Pokemon that if it just gets up a couple beast boosts on that Choice Scarf set, if you don't have the right mons left, it just sweeps your team. Zoroark, it can come in disguised as something else, and it hits you with a move you didn't think that mon had, and you lose a mon, and you're wondering what the heck happened, and then you realize, oh yeah, it's Zoroark. Dubwool is another Pokemon that you cannot underestimate. If it's able to get a Cotton Guard off and baton pass that to something else, then that mon can really sweep through a team. Like if it gets a +2 defense boost over to Regieleki, that speed and that power, and you take away its frailty, that thing can really, really tear through you if you're not careful. Looking at his team, what I 100% expect, I 100% expect the Pelipper and the Swampert. I think the Mew is going to come. I think the Regieleki is a very good possibility. It could come. I think Keys comes. And other than that, I'm not sure. Like, this is one of those teams where I could legitimately see him bringing all 6 Pokemon and not really skipping a beat. He's got a really threatening team. You look at this team, there's no wonder why he's 2-0. But I think we came up with some good things to counter it, and let's look at the team. So here we are at the team. The first Pokemon we see is Togekiss, yet again, only this week we're running Super Luck. I didn't really bring anything that could take advantage of Serene Grace this week, so I didn't really see the point. I figured, you know what, might as well give myself a little bit better chance of hitting a crit. It is just the same set as last week. 252 HP, 252 attack, modest. We've got Grass Knot on there for the Swampert, Aura Sphere on there to hit mons like the Zoroark, like the Double, like the Cryogonal. Roost just to get some health back if we are in a situation where we could potentially run out of game. And Dazzling Gleam, that's to hit Gudra and Gallade. I didn't have anything on here on his team that I needed Dazzling Gleam for, that I needed Air Slash for, I'm sorry, that Dazzling Gleam didn't already hit super effective. And the Wakan Berry is the item on Togekiss this week, and that is to live any hit from a Specs Regieleki. If he's modest, Thunder is a roll in our favor to kill. So that's why the Wakan Berry, and Dazzling Gleam does like 85 to 90% back to him. So if I have rocks up and I have this in front of the Regieleki, I can stay in, eat a hit with the Wakan Berry, and either kill or do massive damage to that Regieleki with Dazzling Gleam. The next Mon is Sarina. Sarina's back on the team this week. Another basic offensive Assault Vest set, max HP, max attack, adamant. Knockoff to get rid of some of those pesky items. If the Cryogonal wants to come in on this, we can get rid of its Expert Bell or its leftovers. If Gudra wants to come in, try to get a Sap Sipper boost from us, then we can knock off its Assault Vest if it is that pesky Assault Vest set, or we can knock off, if it's offensive, maybe a Life Orb or a choice item. U-turn, just to get a nice pivot out. I like to pivot around. Play Rough, that's to hit the Gallade and to hit the Gudra, to hit the Zoroark. Really just a good coverage move overall to have. And then Trop Kick, it's Grass Stab. If he's in a situation where he has to leave his Swampert in front of us, I can do good damage with the Trop Kick. Not much to talk about this set, so let's just move on. The next Pokemon is the Galvantula. We're bringing an offensive Galvantula this week with a Life Orb. The 244 speed is to outspeed Zoroark. So if he does have Flamethrower on that and he's not Choice Scarf, we definitely outspeed it. Max special attack, 12 HP, just because that was just leftover EVs that I had, and Timid. Sticky Webs, I think, just like last week, I think if we have a chance to get Sticky Webs up, Sticky Webs will be really nice to have. Energy Ball guaranteed Oko's Mega Swampert, so if he does bring that in on us, if we see that that's his answer to this, then we can just click Energy Ball and hope that it gets a KO. I did calc Giga Drain. Giga Drain was a roll to kill, if I'm not mistaken, and it was a roll in his favor. Volt Switch and Bug Buzz, I didn't feel like I needed the extra punch from Thunder. I felt like I wanted Bug Buzz to hit things like the Zoroark, like the Gallade, and I needed the Energy Ball to hit Mega Swampert. So I didn't really have room for Thunder on this set, even though we are facing a Rain team. Volt Switch, definitely Oko's Pelipper in any situation. So I didn't really need the extra juice from having a stronger electric move. So that's that set. Next up is, again, the Mega Lopunny. It is a Jolly 192 speed. That will outspeed Mega Swampert in the rain if webs are up. That's what that number's for. Max attack, and then again the 64 HP is just the extra EVs. We're running the same set I think we've run every week, which is Fake Out, U-turn, Close Combat, and Play Rough. Fake Out lets us stall a turn of rain. U-turn lets us get a really fast pivot. Close Combat, even things that resist it don't take it super well because Mega Lopunny is so strong. And then Play Rough, it's just to hit the Gudra. I only had room for one coverage move, and that's just the move that we decided on. Next up is Vaporeon. Vaporeon's back on the team this week. This thing walls so much of his team. It is max HP, max defense, impish with flip turn, wish, haze, and heal bell. I originally had protect instead of haze here. The haze is specifically for things like Calm Mind, Klefki. Before I had haze on this Pokemon, Calm Mind, Klefki scared the living daylights out of me. Now I can live, a +2. So if he does bring the Calm Mind, Klefki, I don't get 2-hit KO'd by a +2 Dazzling Gleam. Even though I do think he'll bring Draining Kiss over Dazzling Gleam. But if he does have Dazzling Gleam, I live a +2 one. I could haze it away. Not an issue. Heal Bell, again, if that Klefki wants to spread Thunder Waves through my team, I have the Heal Bell. I can go ahead and heal off my team and keep my team moving pretty quick, because speed is going to be really important this week. Even though I'm not bringing a lot of it, having enough in the right places will be really key later. And then, of course, my last Pokemon, Druddigon, is making his first appearance of the season. He is max HP, max defense, impish, glare. Such a good move to be able to potentially paralyze that Swampert would be amazing. Stealth Rocks, just another. Again, I think Stealth Rocks would be really good this week if I can limit those Pelipper switches. If he's Damp Rock, which is what I expect him to be, he's taking 25% every time he comes in on those Stealth Rocks. So it really limits the amount of times he can maybe get that rain up. Fire Punch, that's just a coverage move I have in case I need to get some damage on Klefki. Maybe Klefki's, getting lower on health and I don't really need Druddigon for much else. I can go for that Fire Punch, maybe snag a burn if I'm lucky. And then Dragon Tail, that's mainly for Dubwool. I can bring this in on Dubwool. Dubwool doesn't really touch this at all. And if he goes for a Cotton Guard and tries to Baton Pass it to something not named Klefki, I can Dragon Tail it out. Those boosts go away, and it phases in something that has to take Stealth Rocks damage. So overall, this is the team we're bringing. I think we got a pretty good matchup this week, honestly. If we can deal with that Mega Swampert as well as we dealt with the Mega Venusaur last week, if we can stop that Mew from potentially passing some stats to other Pokemon with Baton Pass, if we can stop that Dubwool from passing some stats, if we can identify the Zoroark early, if he brings it, I think we got a good chance. If we play as well as we've been playing, we've got a good chance to win this week. So, thank you guys for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe. And please, down below in the description, I will have links to every other member of the WPF who is recording, and I believe the WPF YouTube itself. So, if you're not already for some reason, go follow all of them as well. And big shout outs to Big Shane and T4U again for helping me with the build. And we will catch you guys in the battle. See you later.